Hola, ¿qué tal amigos de Vente a Canadá? Yo soy Steven Wharton y yo los voy a estar acompañando en esta, la última conferencia del día. Y con nosotros se encuentra Sofía Sobreira, que es representante de ERMS Colleges, que ellos es un grupo de instituciones que está basado en Quebec y también tienen una institución en Ontario. Y bueno, pues ella nos va a estar platicando sobre este grupo de instituciones. Ahora, Sofía es de Brasil y ella habla portugués e inglés, y por el momento esta siguiente conferencia la vamos a hacer en inglés para poder facilitar la conferencia. Y bueno, con nosotros ya está Sophie. Hola, Sophie. How are you doing, Sophie?
Hi. Thank you so much, Steven, for the opportunity. Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today. I hope soon I hope during my presentation I can answer all the questions, and soon I want to see all of you guys at ERMS College.
Excellent. So, Sophie, I'm going to leave you with your presentation. So if you could just put your presentation on full screen, I will leave you talking with the audience, and I will come back in a few minutes just to answer the questions that our audience might have. So now is the moment for everybody that is watching us to write your question, and we'll come back at in a few minutes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
So, as Steven he was explaining, you guys, I'm part of Hermes College network. Let me just we are a group of schools. We have 6 schools in our group. We have private institutions and you have public institutions. Probably the most of you, they think in Quebec, if you want to study in Quebec or if you want to immigrate to Quebec, you need to study in a private institution, because Quebec is different, like Ontario, British Columbia, and other province. In other province, you should go to study as international students in just like a public institutions. But in Quebec, we have more possibilities. You guys, you can study, you can work, and you can apply for residence in a private or public institution. So that's why in our group, we have 4 private institutions and 2 public ones. So, Sophia, so what's the difference? You have 6 schools, and if I want to study with the group, how will we do it? So, Accent College, it's a college for the students who they want to study IT programs, artificial intelligence, robotica. So it's more high tech. Matrix College, it's more for students like they want to study supply chain, logistic, transportation, civil engineer. So each school there are different profile. Okay, so the public institutions, this one, Sagep de Gaspésie, it's a more post-graduation. So if you have a bachelor, so you are able to study here in the school. But the other schools, privates, and this one is public, we accept students with bachelors. They already have university diploma. We accept students from high school, and also students, they have like a technical level. Okay. So, Sophia, you are sorry. Okay. So, Sophia, you are telling me your schools, they are in Quebec, in the province of Quebec. Yes, we are in the province of Quebec. So, I used to hear that in Quebec, you just speak French. This is true. So, let's stop to think like that. Quebec, it's the province, but Montreal is the biggest city in Quebec. And Montreal, it's a bilingual city. Okay? I live in Montreal since 6 years. So I'm here. I didn't speak French in the beginning. I used to speak just English. I still speaking just English because at my job and at home and my personal life, I use more English. But also, I'm here since 6 years, so it's impossible you don't learn it and start to be curious to know the French language. Okay, but as I told you, here is bilingual. When you go to restaurants, when you go to stores, you are in the street and you need to talk to someone, people, they will come to you and they will say hi, bonjour. So depends. If you answer hi, they will talk in English. If you answer bonjour, they will speak in French. Okay, so I think that's a very good thing in Montreal, because you are able to choose which language you really want to develop or you want to speak more. But of course, don't forget we are in Quebec. So the first language in Quebec is the French. Okay? But the students, sometimes they ask me, yeah, Sophia, but I love Quebec, but I want to study and I want to work in French. Of course, all our schools, they are bilingual. So you can study in French or you can study in English, okay? But what sometimes I used to say to the students, if you don't have any language, if you don't know French, if you don't know English, so I think, and you want to come to Quebec, to Montreal, you should learn French. But if you already know English, study in English. When you arrive here, you start your French, and I will explain you why to study French here when you arrive. It's better, okay? So, why study in the province of Quebec? Né? Sophia, why I should go to Montreal, to the province Quebec, and I don't go to the other province? As I told you in the beginning, this presentation, I live here since 6 years. And I'm also an immigrant. And also I came here as an international student. So I used to say like everything what I'm saying here, it's real because after I don't want to be responsible like for someone come to me and tell me, Sophia, you destroyed my life, I believe you and it's not true, what are you telling me? So I always put it myself again in the other position that you guys are now, because I know 7 years ago, when I start my project, I really would like to have someone who tell me the truth, who show me the good way, you know? So that is the point when I was building this presentation. As an immigrant, I think it's important. So the first one, when I start my project, Canada project, to study, to immigrate, I was thinking, okay, let me put it in the balance. Which province will give me more benefits and will be less expensive? Because uh, we know as an international student, it's not everybody has a very huge budget to come. We need to pay at the school, you need to pay the rent, you need to pay the groceries. So actually, if you try to find, and you can Google and you can see, if you compare Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal is the less expensive city when you compare with the streets and you compare with the two other cities. So here, okay, let's talk about it price. Okay, here one apartment around like 2 rooms, 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes by metro from downtown. Okay, we are going to you pay around $870. $870. Isso é my portunhol. $870 you are going to pay for apartment. You don't need to share your apartment. Just if you have a family or your partner, you can pay by yourself for 2 rooms. In Toronto, if you're going to pay for the same apartment in downtown, it's around like $2,500. And I have friends they live over there, so the difference is very big. There is a very big difference, between the price of the rent. The transportation. Here, the monthly pass, you are going to pay for metro and bus around, as an international student, around $43. $43 por mês. So in Ontario is the double of this price, So when you add these informations, you start to see, yes, I can go to Montreal, I can speak English, I can study in English, I can work in English, the same in French. So I will pay less expensive rent, less expensive groceries, and I will have a high education, a good level of education, or in a private or a public institution, but I will pay less. So this is a very important point. It's not just about you want to go to Vancouver. You can go to Vancouver one day, but in the beginning, you need to think where I will spend less money to survive, you know? So about the very flexible immigration route. Today, nowadays, the immigration in Quebec is easier than the others province, and it's fast. Why I'm saying that? Because in Quebec, you just need to study, work, and apply for your residence. Study, work, and apply for your residence. That's it. That's all. Sophia, if I follow these steps, I will get my PR. PR is a residence permanent. Yes. But about my age, I have 45 years old. I have 32. I have 63. I have one student. She has 63 years old. She's finishing. She's finished childhood education in our school because she wants to immigrate to Canada and live with her son. So that's a very good point. You know, here in Quebec, they don't care about it age. They do care about your work experience you have in your country. And that's the truth. Sophia, you are telling me that just because you want me to go to your schools. Of course, I want you guys in my schools. But also, I want you come to study with us and be happy, you know? And why I'm saying that? Because I told you when I came here, I didn't speak French and I used to have a basic level of English. And my first job was as like a customer service, like a serviço ao cliente. I don't know if it's the same in Spanish, but
Yes.
so I was like, why they hire me? I need to talk with people. How I will give the informations if I don't speak properly? But you know why? Because here in Quebec, there are more jobs than people to work, qualified people. And in Brazil, I used to work. I'm a public relation, and I used to work with events and customer service. I used to work with people. So my experience at this moment was more important than my language. And from this day, I start to develop to study French more and more. They used to help me, you know, and that's it. Because Quebec is a very open province for immigrants. They know when you arrive here, you guys, you have a work experience, and you guys, you are good because you are here. But also, they know you are learning their language. So they are very patient, you know, and yet it's true because I'm here 6 years, but I'm still learning French. I'm still learning English because I speak Portuguese, you know. So of course, and the people they have patience. They really understand because Quebec, Canada, but we are talking about it, the province of Quebec and then Montreal. It's a very like a immigrant area, and the most important, they love, and it's true. We call the Latinos do Norte, Latinos do Norte. Quebec, they love Latinos. They really like because you are very like you know, you talk and you are not shy. You don't care if you speak French or English, but we try. So they like to hire Latinos because of that. And about the French, I was telling you, okay, I will tell you after why it's good you study French when you arrive in Quebec. If you have English, do your application in the schools in English. Study in English, start to work in English, Why? Because here in the province of Quebec, there is um, a program. It's a French program, and it's a free French program where you are going to study French for free, and they will pay you to study French. $650. $650 para estudar. I never see that in my life, just here. Like, I used to, when I came here, I used to use this money to pay my rent. So every day during 6 months, I was there in time because I needed to pay my rent. So during 6 months, I was there learning French, very happy, and they used to send me money every month, $650. So if you don't know French, you learn here, okay? You learn here, and you be paid. And this program is for international students and for the people who has a work permit. So if you come here with your husband or with your wife, you both can study French and you'll be paid, because if I came here as an international student, my husband, he will come here as a work permit. If I come to study 1 year, he will get 1 year of work permit. If I study 2 years, he will get 2 years of work permit. So both of us, we can study French and will be paid for. So French now, I don't want anyone cry because French is not a problem, it's a financial solution. Think like that, okay? So,
Sophia, sorry to interrupt, but we have only 7 minutes more.
oh my God. Okay, I talk a lot. Okay, I know. So let me go quickly. As I told you, our schools, they are in French and English. And also a very good point from our schools is about the flexible schedule. You guys, Sophia, you are telling me I can work as international students. You guys can work 20 hours per week. You can study French, and you can go to school. So how I manage my schedule to study French, to work, and to go to school? Thinking about that, our schools make a very flexible schedule. You can choose if you want to go during the week to school or during the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So you will not study more than 3 days a week. So if you go to study project management, you will study Monday and Tuesday. That's it, that's all, full time. And the rest of the week free. Or you can choose if you want to study Saturday and Sunday, full time. So you have Monday to Friday to work, to study French, to organize your life. Okay? Here. So just to remind you, the parents, they are here. The schools for the kids, they are free. You don't need to pay for the schools. And as an international student, you guys can choose if your kids, they go to a school in English or in French. So let me just show quickly. Here is our business and finance programs. But after, if you have a question about our programs, I'll be able to answer all the questions, okay, one by one. But I want to go to this for the women and the girls, they are here. Childhood education's 2 years programs. And I don't know why, maybe I know, because I think immigrants, we love to make babies when you arrive here in Canada. It's like because every corner we have a daycare, we have a school for kiddies. So it's a very good program. Like 1 month after you start the program, easily you find a job to work in a daycare. It's super, super, super easy. This is a very good program. So about the language certificate. Sophia, okay, I'm very interested to go and study in one of our schools. So what I need to be accepted in your school. You have the normal documents like I need the high school diploma, diploma university, birth certificate. These documents I can send you after. But the most important is the certificate of language. You can choose if you want to study in French or in English. So if you think you have a very good, perfect English now, you'll have like a medium and good English, you can do it IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo. Okay? And also we have the Pathway program. The Pathway program is a program where you go to a language school. We have a list of partners in language schools, and you go to see your level of English, and before you start the school, you study 2 or 3 months in advance. So when the college start, you'll be able to speak English, and it's an English more a professional English, more focused for go to school, go to college. So also I can explain you guys after, okay? So, yeah, I'm here. So, I finished the presentation, but I just want to tell you one more thing. It's
Okay.
about the admission process. I told you have two different schools, private ones
Yes.
and public one. So, the private institutions, to get admissions, you guys need to pay $2,500, $2,500. That's it, that's all to be admitted. And you receive all the documents for immigration, for like apply for your visa. And the public institution, you need to pay the first semester fees to get the LOA. The
letter of acceptance.
Exactly. So I think I still have time. I don't know if they have questions. You answer from here.
A lot of questions, but you know what is most important is that I always see Quebec as a small country within Canada, because honestly, Quebec has its own culture, its own language, its own immigration rules, its own education system. It definitely works differently than the rest of Canada, so it is something to consider, right, for everybody that is watching this webinar. So we're going to move forward with the questions now. We had a question earlier where we were being asked which one was the institution where you have the virtual courses. What is IA and artificial intelligence?
It's the Accent College.
Accent College.
Yeah, it's a private institution.
And now I have another question from Raquel Shalom, and it is, in what school can I study graphic design?
Oh, we have graphic design. You have in Cégep Legazpi. It's the public institution.
Okay.
It's a public institution, and it's a 2 years program. And you'll be able to get 3 years of work permit after the studies.
Okay. So next question is from Sylvia. She understands English, but she's wondering if she can study something in English.
Yeah, we have programs in English and French, but she's asking about a program from the school or a language school.
No, program from the school. She's wondering if you can study your programs either in English or in French, but she would rather study them in English.
We are bilingual, so you can choose if you want to go to programs in English or programs in French.
Excellent. So Rocio Hazel is wondering in what institution she can study something related with design or marketing.
You can go to Matrix College. It's a private institution, and you can go to the publics. Both schools, Marie Victor Hans, Cégep Legazpi, they offer marketing and communication programs.
Okay. So next question from Alex. He is wondering, how would you know what you want to study is taught in English? He's wondering, what about some classes that could be in French? So you mentioned earlier that all of your programs are bilingual, correct?
Yeah, but when I say bilingual, it's like you can, it's not the program, you be like in English and French at the same time. It's like you choose which language you want to study. So
Okay.
if you, all the program will be in English, all the program will be in French, you know?
Excellent. Okay, moving forward. Next question from Catherine. She would like to know what programs you have for system engineers or engineers.
Oh my God. Catherine, girl, you'll be very happy because I think all the most of our schools, I think just one school you don't offer, but all of them you have it programs related to civil, the engineer. It's a very good market here. Very
Excellent.
good. Yeah.
So, are you going to say something else?
No.
Okay. So, next question from Jessica D. If I am 21, I already have a bachelor's. Can I apply for a business college and also work while studying?
Yes. If you have your student permit related to college, that's the question we are talking here, the situation, you can work per week 20 hours. Okay?
20 hours a week.
Yeah, 20 hours a week. Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
And
So, yes?
no, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask a new question.
Go ahead.
Okay,
You can
so
finish.
Luigi M is wondering about the prices. He would like to know more about the prices of your institution. So if you could give us like a breakdown of the costs or the average cost from each institution.
Perfect. So I will give the average like a 1 year program. It's around $15,000. 1 5.
Okay,
And
$15,000
yeah, and we
a
can
semester or a year
a whole program year.
per year.
Yeah, 1 year program.
Okay,
1 year
so
program.
that is in all of the institutions.
Yeah, the most of the institutes because like each institutions we have different price because depend of the program.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, project management, you're going to pay 1 year, you're going to pay $15,000 whole program.
Okay.
Supply chain, you are going to pay around $26,000.
All of
two
these
years
prices are
programs.
Canadian dollars, correct?
Canadian dollars, right? Canadian dollars.
Okay. Are you going to say something else?
No, because I know we are in.
Okay, so
have
next
so much
question is
time,
from
yeah.
Alejandra C. In what institution can I study something related to law? Do you have anything related to law?
No, sorry, we don't.
Yes, for those that are watching this webinar and also may have seen other webinars from different institutions, there are certain careers that in Canada are not necessarily available to international students. And
Yeah.
law is one of those programs because there is no point that an international student comes to Canada and studies Canadian law.
Yeah.
So that is why very few institutions have any seats available for law programs. And the same thing applies for medicine. For those of you that are interested in medicine, you might have noticed that there is no programs available for you to study medicine, specifically for medicine. There's other related areas, but not for medicine. And that is because the medical area is specifically set aside for only Canadian residents and Canadian citizens.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, just one more thing.
yeah,
It's very important to know because our programs in our schools, they are related to the market job. And that the schools like this, why we have this? Because we are in Quebec and you have public institutions in our group. So the Minister of Education in Quebec, they have big eyes in our group. Like you can't open programs that is not related to the job market. And about the laws in Quebec is not the same in the rest of the Canada. So if you come to Quebec to study derecho, I don't know how it's in Spanish. If you study here in Quebec, you can't work in Ontario and British Columbia. You know, each province, they have their own law, you know. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. No, and that is a very good point that you Bueno, creo que no me escucharon por ahí. Es muy importante que tomen en cuenta los programas. Sí, ya me di cuenta que no me escuchaban. Bueno, como lo mencionaba, es muy importante que tomen en cuenta que los programas que diseña cada institución educativa están enfocados a las necesidades de cada región. No es lo mismo un programa que ustedes van a estudiar en Ontario a lo que van a encontrar en Quebec. Y lo mismo sucede en Alberta. Por ejemplo, en Alberta los programas están muy relacionados al área de petróleo y por lo mismo es importante que sepan en dónde se quieren asentar, en dónde es que van a establecer su plan de vida para que ahí estudien algo que va a satisfacer esas necesidades, como lo mencionó Sofía antes de que se desconectara. Sofía, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So we are connected once again. I was mentioning to the audience that all the programs that ERMS Colleges offers are designed to satisfy the labor and market needs of your region, for example, in Quebec.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay. So Luigi M is asking the next question. You mentioned one private institution that you only pay $2,500 Canadian. Can you repeat the name?
Yes, it's all the private institutions. Matrix College, Axon College, Aviron College. If you want to be admitted in these schools, you need to pay $2,500. So when you arrive in Canada at the first day of the school, the class, you pay the difference of the first semester fees. Okay? It's not whole program is $2,500. It's just to get the letter. I don't know if it's clear for them.
So next question, what private institution offers the postgraduate work permit and how much money do we need per year? So you mentioned the average cost would be around $15,000 per the program.
Yes.
How does the postgraduate work permit work in Quebec? Because it's different. It's a different system.
Yeah, the post-graduation program is the same. Like why we call post-graduation program, it's a JEP de Legazpesi. Because we just accept the student that they already have a bachelor. So if you have a bachelor, you go to a second step. You're not going to have a technical diploma. You are going to have a post-graduation diploma. But it's the same. You can work. You can have your work permit after your studies. If you study 1 year, project management is a post-graduation program. So we are going to pay around $15,000 whole program, whole year.
So next question from Lilian asks, what is your age limit? Or is there an age limit?
We don't have age limit. We don't.
Okay, perfect. So Diana Bailares is wondering if you guys help with the application for your institution or how can they apply to your institution?
Okay, if you guys are interested to study with us, all the application is directly with me. You can see my email over the screen, on the screen. But also, we offer in our schools a migration lawyer. We don't charge for this service. So if you are interested to be our students, all the immigration process, we offer this service from our immigration lawyer.
Wow, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving forward with the next question, Karen, is in this institution, do you offer anything related to international businesses?
Yeah, we have a supply chain. We have 2 years and 1 year. We have international trade. And you have international business. Is network administration. It's all related to international business.
Excellent. So we talked earlier that all of the programs that ERMS colleges offer give you something similar to a postgraduate work permit, correct?
Exactly.
Because Gisela is wondering what programs offer that postgraduate work permit. So then all of the ERMS college programs offer that postgraduate work permit.
Yes. It's a different.
Okay. Now, Maria Jose is wondering if you offer any postgrads in pharmacy or chemistry.
No, I'm sorry, we don't. It's this kind of programs is like medicine and at least here in Quebec, it's not easy to you get a application for like if you are a resident. After we get your residence, yes, you can go and you can study. But Steve, just to remind the students, we offer post graduation for the students they have already bachelor, but also we will accept students that they don't have bachelor, so they are from high school or they have a technical level of studies.
Excellent. So I think that the best thing that we can do is if you have more questions, you can talk with Sophia directly in the chat at the fair. We still have a couple of minutes, and actually we're going to leave the fair open for you. So you can talk directly to Sophia in her booth. So you can go to the virtual booth and you can chat privately with her. So right now would be the good moment to go over to her booth and wait for her. But the most important thing to keep in mind is everything you heard today about all of the other provinces of Canada doesn't apply to Quebec, because I am still seeing a lot of
another
questions.
Planet.
It's a different country within Canada, and that is something that you need to understand. It's hard to understand. I know it is hard, but Quebec, think about it as a different country inside Canada.
Yeah,
so,
but like it's as I was explaining in the beginning, people they think it's just a French. The rules are different, but more and more the students they become more interesting to come here because of the cost of living and because of like the life and the immigration route is more flexible. So I can explain you one by one how it works, and you guys will be very happy because it's not so hard like that, so
excellent. So we're going to be ending this webinar for now. Thank you everybody for joining us in this webinar, and thank you very much for being here with us today. Today is the last day of the fair. We thank you very much, and right now please take advantage of the last minutes that you will be able to have at the fair, because this is the last event of the year. So I guess we will be seeing you guys around the next year.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Steven, for the opportunity. I'm very happy, and guys, I'll be there waiting for you.
Thank you, Sophia, for joining us, and thank you, everybody. Go to her booth, wait here. I will send you directly over to her booth. Have a great day, and see you next year. Bye.